In this video, we have an incredible comic book haul, a $50,000 trade that I did with my buddy Harvey for an AF-15, and as per usual, Harvey's books are just a different caliber. He always collects the coolest variants, and this is no exception. So you're in for a real treat of flipping. We're on some time constraints here, so I'm not going to go through everything, but I did want to get something up to show just a few of the highlights. This is just some of them. So make sure you're subscribed to the newsletter over at brycecomics.com so you don't miss out on when these get listed. It'll be gradual, and also if you sign up for that newsletter, it enters you to win a free slab each and every month. And we also have that monthly giveaway here on the YouTube channel. If you subscribe, comment, and like, you're entered to win a free slab here on the YouTube channel. I'm starting to do a monthly giveaway over on Instagram, so make sure to give me a follow over on Instagram, and you'll be able to find a post. It'll be a video that'll have the rules of how to follow the giveaway over there. And lastly, follow me over on Whatnot, where a lot of these books will be going straight to Whatnot for $1 starts. We're having a ton of fun over there, and there's a link down in the description for $15 towards your first purchase if you're new to Whatnot. And I always have books in the bite now for 15 bucks. So you can stop by and pick up a free book if it's your first time, and we do tons of giveaways and have a lot of fun over there. So with that said, let's take a look at this amazing stack of books. Alright, so due to time constraints, we're only going to go over these boxes right here, and the rest of these will be listed over on the website. Make sure to use code COLLECT10 to get 10% off all in-stock items. There's a ton of really awesome stuff in here. Really premium books. Amazing collection as per usual from Harvey. Newsstand edition on that one. So let's flip the camera around and flip through these books. Alright guys, get ready for some highly collectible comic book goodness. Gambit #1 from 1993, the gold foil edition, 9.8 signature series because it's signed on the back by Klaus Janson. And here's the thing, I actually kind of like that it's signed on the back because it doesn't detract at all from the front presentation. You get the gold label, and this beautiful all black back cover actually has something on it. I think this is a great copy of Gambit #1 gold edition. Black Cat #1 Le Chat Noir, variant edition by J. Scott Campbell. Super collectible, one of the J. Scott Campbell grails, signed by J. Scott Campbell, 9.8, unbelievable. Amazing Spider-Man #299, 9.8 white pages, signed by Todd McFarlane, and it's got the full Todd signature there. Sometimes Todd does what collectors like to call teabag it, where it's just an abbreviated T and then McFarlane, so this is the full signature, which usually is just a little bit cooler. I think it demands a little bit of a premium in the aftermarket. Wolverine #13, this is the J. Scott Campbell cover, but the Mexican edition, which reprints the original. Original is super expensive for that variant. Something's Killing the Children #1, 9.8, first appearance of Erica Slaughter. This is the Black Cape Comics edition. One of the most expensive Something's Killing the Children #1 variants. Beautiful Joseph Schmalke cover. Rick and Morty #1 from Oni Press. First print, cover A. Thor 165, signed by Stan Lee. First full appearance of him. Warlock 9.0, white pages. Iron Man #1, signed by Stan Lee. This one does have an incredible signature by Stan Lee. Just a really awesome collectible for Iron Man. Venom #2, this is the Clayton Crane variant cover B. So there's different versions of this with different symbiotes here. This one is the more rare cover B variant, and this is a custom sketch by Clayton Crane up here in the corner. This is all original art by Clayton Crane. It's signed by Clayton Crane. Just an amazing collectible. Logan's Run #6, 9.8, white pages, signed and sketched by Mike Zeck and signed by Paul Golassi. So you get this custom sketch here by Mike Zeck of Thanos' head for the first solo Thanos story. Spider-Man #1, one of my favorite Ramos covers because of the length and proportions and perspective and everything going on this that is just so cool. And this one is signed by Humberto Ramos. Marvel Collectible Classics Spider-Man #1. This is the foil edition for one of the first homages, 1998. I guess, you know, there's probably been several homages up until this point, but we actually, fun fact, only made it one issue after ASM 300. Before it was homaged. It went, ASM 301 is the first homage to ASM 300, which is just hilarious. But this is that beautiful foil version. A book that's in my PC, Iron Man 282, newsstand edition, first full appearance of War Machine, and the newsstand makes it even more rare, from 1992. Uncanny X-Men 266, white pages, 9.8, first full appearance of Gambit. Here we have a couple of the rare War of the Realms, New Agents of Atlas #1 variants. This is the Miko Suion Virgin edition. That's the Comic Odyssey exclusive for the first appearance of Crescent and Io, Wave, Luna Snow, all those characters that we all love at this point. War of the Realms, New Agents of Atlas #1. This is the 1 in 50 Patrick Zurcher cover. That is a super pricey book. Hellboy, Seed of Destruction #1, 9.8 white pages. First Hellboy in his own title, origin of Monkey Man and O'Brien, and a backup story by Art Adams, signed by Mike Mignola. Here's another one of the rare variants for the first appearance of Swordmaster. So he first appears on the cover of issue 1, but he doesn't appear in story until issue #2 here. This is signed by Ron Lim, and this is the Ron Lim incentive variant. Deadpool #28, signed and sketched by Eddie Nunez, and signed by Stan Lee, and by Rob Liefeld. So who sketched it? Eddie Nunez sketched this one. I mean, this is crazy variant here. Signed by Stan Lee, triple signed, and then you get these 2 custom sketches here of Deadpool and Venom. I mean, this is just crazy on the Venomized variant for this issue. Really awesome issue there. Black Hammer #1, signed and sketched by Jeff Lemire, and signed by Dustin Nguyen. Oh, I didn't even see the sketch at first. There's the sketch right there. Oh, if I can even catch it on camera. But 2 signatures in the gold convention edition for the first appearance of Abraham Slam, Golden Gale, Colonel Weird, Walkie Talkie, and more. I mean, it's just crazy. G.I. Joe Real American Hero #43, signed by Larry Hama in 2014. The death of Soft Master and Candy, first appearance of Scrap Iron. Not to be confused with the first appearance of Scrap On, which I thought is what it said when I read that label. It's Scrap Iron. Infinity #1, signed by Humberto Ramos, Yesteryear Comics edition. This is just a really cool cover. I love that, and it's signed. Edge of Spider-Verse #5, the 1 in 25 variant for the first appearance of Spider and Penny Parker. San Diego Comic-Con Comics #2, 9.8 white pages from 1993, the first appearance of Hellboy. Says it right there on the label. Batman, Harley Quinn, no number, 9.8, origin and first appearance of Harley Quinn in DC continuity. And a cool Alex Ross cover. Uncanny X-Men 248, the first Jim Lee on X-Men. Beautiful colors. I've always loved the colors on this cover. G.I. Joe Real American Hero 21, this is the 3rd print, which still doesn't quite outprice the 1st print, even though it's more rare. First appearance of Storm Shadow, and this is that famous silent issue. Astonishing Tales #25 and a 9.2, the first appearance of Deathlock, signed by Rich Buckler and George Perez. Rich Buckler down here, and George Perez right here in silver. Teen Titans 12, signed by Mirka Andolfo, who did the art for this issue, and Stepan Sejic. Both on the cover here for the first appearance of the Batman Who Laughs, 9.8 white, first print. Uncanny X-Men 268, 9.8 white, first, signed by Jim Lee and Chris Claremont. So you got Chris Claremont down at the bottom in gold, and Jim Lee up at the top for that classic Jim Lee and Scott Williams cover. Clayton Crane, Spider-Geddon number 0. This is the New York Comic-Con 2018 exclusive, signed by Clayton Crane. Venom 25, signed and sketched by Greg Horn. He limited these to 100, where he wrote virus over the trade dress there, so that's a custom sketch, and it's dripping down, and then the signature down there. Amazing Spider-Man number 25, signed by John Romita. Star Wars number 1, signed by Howard Chaykin. You guys know this one. First Star Wars. Web of Spider-Man number 1, 9.8, signed by Louise Simonson. First appearance of the Volturians. Spider-Gwen number 24. This is the J. Scott Campbell edition C, featuring Gwenom, and it's signed in pink here by J. Scott Campbell. Darkhawk number 1. I mean, how can I highlight a collection and not show that if it's in there? Captain America number 110, signed by Jim Steranko. First appearance of Madam Hydra, who later becomes Viper. Signed by Jim Steranko right there. Awesome key. Detective Comics 1000, signed and numbered by Gabriel Del Otto. Right here, so we numbered it to 25. That is 1 of 25 for that one. Giant Size Man-Thing number 4, signed by Frank Brunner. Wolverine Limited Series number 2, 9.8, white pages, newsstand edition, signed by Chris Claremont for the first full appearance of Yukio. So, I mean, if you're one of the collectors that wants Wolverine Limited Series number 1, 2, 3, and 4, and you want the best possible copy, you got to get a 9.8 white newsstand signed by one of the artists. Unless they have a Canadian price variant, that would be even better. But this is likely... Put up on the screen, Marcus, if there is a Canadian price variant of this whole mini-series. Dark Knight Metal number 1, signed and numbered by Gabriel Del Otto. So he numbered these to 50, and this is number 48 of 50. New Mutants 87, 9.8, first appearance of Cable. Marvel Spotlight number 5 and a 9.0 with white pages, origin and first appearance of Ghost Rider and Johnny Blaze. I mean, come on. The fact that it has white pages is just such a nice bonus on this book. Flash number 139, 8.0, white pages. This is from the Dawn and Maggie Thompson collection, and it's the origin and first appearance of Professor Zoom, Reverse Flash. That's really cool to have white pages and a pedigree edition for that. Marvel Premiere number 47, Scott Lang becomes the new Ant-Man, 9.8. Conan the Barbarian number 1, origin and first appearance of Conan, and the first cameo of King Cole in a 9.2. Deadpool number 45, the Scotty Young Run the Jewels homage. I would say tough to find. I mean, you can find this book all the time, but a very expensive variant for Deadpool 45. And another Run the Jewels homage that is also expensive. This is the Azrar variant cover. I believe it's an incentive, either a 1 in 25 or a 1 in 50. If you could put that on the screen. You got your work cut out for you today, Marcus, for Howard the Duck number 2. So that's it for this video, you guys. I hope you enjoyed looking at this comic book goodness. This is one of my favorite parts about the job, is getting to, it's kind of like that, you know, catch and release. I get to scratch my collecting itch by just looking at these and owning these for the brief moments that they're here in the shop. It's an absolute joy. So thank you to everyone who makes all of this possible. Thank you for showing your support, and you know, I hope you get to pick up some of these awesome books at awesome deals. Don't forget to sign up for that newsletter at brycecomics.com. You can use code COLLECT10 for 10% off all in-stock items. That code is always active. And if you subscribe, comment, and like this video, you're entered to win a free slab each and every month. This month we're giving away Something is Killing the Children number 1 and Ultimate Fallout number 4, between the YouTube giveaway and the giveaway over at the website. Thanks as always for sticking with me to the end of the video. We'll catch you in the next one. Bye.